Hello, everybody, and good evening, and hope everybody had a wonderful holiday and Happy New Year. And welcome back to your Tantalian North meetings. And I guess I'll go ahead and get started. I'll refresh back to our holiday initiatives. They were very successful. We ended up taking 9 kids to the shop with a cop. We originally had 10 kids signed up. 2 of them didn't make it, but we were able to take a couple of siblings that went to the same school, and it turned out to be very successful. Everybody got the gift cards that Ron was able to pick up for us, and we were able to distribute the gift cards to the kids so they can pretty much buy gifts for themselves, or they could purchase gifts for family members. Very successful. We originally had 2 families that we were sponsoring. It ended up being 5 families that we ended up sponsoring. So all the money that was donated through your community and other communities was very helpful. We were able to take care of 5 families. 2 of them had only one child with them. That's why we went ahead and accepted them as well. But one of them was also pregnant, so we were able to get her some like newborn diapers and a few other things that she'll need when she has her second child. The other families, we were able to purchase gifts for the kids, and then we gave gift cards to the mothers, so they could actually go out and buy either more stuff for the kids, or they could fill stockings with stocking stuffers and whatever else they needed it for. We also had food boxes that we gave to the 2 main families that we had. The extra 3 that we picked up, they actually came to the station, and we just gave them their gifts at the station. That's how they preferred to do it, but that was fine with us. So we went ahead and we were able to take care of 5 families, which is a blessing. So and everybody was extremely happy. So with some of the crime that's going on right now, I'm sure you guys are aware that we have a stolen vehicle problem. It has cut down a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of a teenager that was killed over off of Piscataway Road by King Gallahan. He was one of the main persons that was doing a lot of these thefts in our area, down in the Accokeek area. Unfortunately, he lost his life in a stolen car that he had just taken from Charles County that morning. The kid that was riding with him, I'm not sure the condition. I know it was serious injuries. They were trying to go around somebody on Piscataway Road and ended up hitting a truck head on. And then over the weekend, they actually had the news article over the weekend, the shooting that occurred involving a police officer while they were trying to stop a break-in over at one of the gas stations in Frank sector, which is Division 5. They're linked to a lot of our break-ins at our convenience stores and like the Subway. They broke into Food Mart right there off of Livingston Road. They hit a couple of stores right there at Swan Creek Road. But what they were doing is they're stealing these passenger vans, mainly from churches, from anywhere that they could steal one of these passenger vans. And they've been going to a lot of these like stores after hours and using pry bars and prying open the sliding doors or glass doors or whatever it may be, and going in and then ransacking the store and stealing money and stealing cigarettes and stealing a bunch of other stuff. But those 2 guys were caught, and hopefully we'll see a decrease in our store break-ins right now. I'm pretty sure that they're linked to all the ones that have been occurring down in our area. A lot of the video footage that we've had from some of our stores, the description looks just like the 2 that were caught. So let's hope that with those 2 getting caught, that'll eliminate a lot of these thefts from our stores. Other than that, I mean, we're still dealing with people leaving valuables in cars. So we need to please make sure that people are taking out personal items from cars, please make sure you're locking your vehicles. A lot of people, I don't know if it's because they're getting home and they're tired and they just don't think to lock their car, but a lot of people are still leaving cars unlocked as well. So some of the things obviously that we recommend is removing all valuables from the car, locking the vehicle. And if you have a garage, some people do, some people don't. If you can park in the garage, that's probably the safest place for your vehicle. The Hyundais and stuff are still getting stolen. The kid that was stealing them down in Akakeek, he does have a crew that he's been running with, and they're still out there taking cars. They just haven't hit our area since his passing, but they are out still stealing the vehicles. A couple of the kids go to Gwynn Park High School. Another couple go to Friendly High School. So they are in our area, and they still residents in our area. We have made few arrests, but with them being juveniles, they're just getting released to parents. So we're doing our best to try to keep them off the streets, but until we can actually get some type of juvenile reform where they'll actually start holding them accountable, it's difficult for the police, because all we could do is arrest and put charges on them, and then they just get released to the parents. So unless we can get some help from the parents or the court system to actually change some of these rules and laws that they have where they'll actually hold them accountable, it's just an endless cycle, it seems like. We're dealing with speeding still in most of the communities, so don't think that we're putting that off. We are still doing that. 210 obviously has been getting covered by our traffic enforcement unit, and then a lot of us, the patrol officers, are trying to get into communities and actually run traffic in communities. So hopefully that you do see them out there every once in a while. I know with our staffing, it's not going to be like every single day, but hopefully it's at least every once in a while you'll see them out there. So if anybody has any questions, I can go ahead and answer them for you, or if not, I'll pass the mic back over to Mr. Jones.
Okay, do we have any questions for Corporal Rannacher? And just please indicate by raising your hand. Well, I just one very quick question. What sort of activity are we seeing at the Giant on Swan Creek Road? I'm sorry, the Safeway on Swan Creek Road in the new Giant, Corporal Rannacher? Anything that you want to that's of significance?
The Safeway is the only thing with Safeway is we still get a lot of people that go in there and they're trying to steal like Tide products, cleaning products, and then they turn around and they sell them on eBay, or I believe it's eBay that they're selling them on. So, I mean, if you're in the stores and you happen to see somebody loading a cart up with a bunch of like products like that, if you call 911, we can get out there as fast as we can. Just say that you're inside Safeway, you wanted to remain anonymous, but you notice that somebody's loading a cart up with a bunch of Tide products. Obviously, they're not going to just try to purchase a bunch of Tide products. So if you see like a cart that's got like a bunch of Tide products or cleaning products or something like that, and that's all they have in their cart, you can call police and have us come out, and we can try to be out there before they come out of the store. Because usually what they'll do is they'll load a cart up, they'll pop open their trunk on their way out, they'll flip the cart so that the cart almost flies into the trunk of the car, and all the products just end up in the back of the car. There are some that don't make it into the car, but they just leave those. So they try to get as many as possible. We don't cover the Giant, so I'm not sure what kind of stuff that the Giant has going on right now.
Okay.
But for Safeway, I mean, that's pretty much it. But we've been doing a lot of premise checks during the day hours at Safeway, and that's been cutting back on some of this stuff. So hopefully that helps. Yeah.
Okay, and that includes in the Safeway parking lot area. That's what I should have said. I was primarily focused on any activity in the parking lot of Safeway.
Yeah, when we're sitting out in the parking lot, we actually have our overhead lights on, so they can see in the parking lot. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of the times you'll see them like straight outside of Safeway, right over towards that McDonald's. Like if you look in between, because that's usually where the parking lot's kind of open a little bit. So we'll sit out there so that you can see our overhead lights on, and you could pretty much see it from almost anywhere in that parking lot from that corner. So, yeah.
Are there any additional questions for Corporal Rannacher? If not, as always, Corporal Rannacher, we appreciate you. Stay safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you next month.
Absolutely. Have a great day, everybody, and Happy New Year.